at the Steelers. This was supposed to be our Monday night game, but I fell asleep Monday night, so we have to play it now. Pro, enhanced, color rush. This stream will be up on my Facebook page in just a second. I mean my Extra Life page. So, again, make sure you donate to Extra Life today. I'll talk to you at the first quarter break.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers, they're getting ready for their first drive here on offense. Gives us a chance to talk about their Week 6 win over the Los Angeles Chargers. Gets them to 2-4, which may not sound great, but it keeps them sort of alive in that AFC North race, Charles. And, hey, Devlin Hodges, first NFL start, and he got the job done.
He did, and he did what they asked him to do, which was take care of the football and not put them in adverse situations. And the defense did the rest. They were so strong right from the first snap. Hodges 15 of 20, 132 yards, a touchdown, and interception. But don't forget, Mason Rudolph may be able to return for the next game after their open week in Week 7.
And if you watch the game, and Charles, I know you did a lot made during the broadcast, of he and his dad actually heading to Saskatchewan during the open week.
Between that and duck calling, we got a lot of that information about the Hodges family. Quack, quack.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on, come on.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
30 base.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just does beat the play clock. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
94. 52.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
third down. It's Connor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
So another fourth down upcoming, and they're 2 for 2 already on fourth down on this drive. I think they're going to go for it again.
Seems to be their MO, doesn't it?
It certainly does. As far as this drive is concerned, they're definitely locked in and trying to pick up fourth downs.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field.
On 1st down, Drake. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick got his man complete over the middle. That's Walton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He dumps it off to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run with his 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Steelers making their way back out, and that Week 6 victory over the Chargers, we mentioned it was Devlin Hodges' first NFL start. He's their 3rd quarterback, maybe really even their 4th if you consider that they traded Josh Dobbs, but they really leaned on the running game and some short passes in that victory.
Yeah, and the running backs became a big part of everything, as you mentioned, running the football, but also catching out of the backfield. James Conner, you expected, but welcome to the party, Benny Snell, the rookie out of Kentucky who was a workhorse back in the Bluegrass State and got some good run out in California on Sunday night. So without Big Ben, passing game, a little more utilitarian. The tough part is Juju Smith-Schuster, who should be their top receiver, just 1 catch against the Chargers in a homecoming game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must.
And Drake is in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Rudolph now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down. It's Drake. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops.
Okay, let me start by saying, Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Alexa, add 15 minutes to the timer.
15 minutes passed. We now have about 29 minutes and 56 seconds left.
So we're going to take a 30-minute break here. It's the end of one quarter, so we're going to take a half-hour break. So I want to talk briefly on Extra Life, and then I got to take a break. Extra Life is a charity, which right now this is streaming live on my Extra Life page as well, and on YouTube. Extra Life is a charity that raises money for sick kids in Children's Miracle Network hospitals. This week, I'm playing for Rainbow Babies in Children's Hospital. There's a link for my Facebook at the bottom of the screen where you can scroll down the fundraisers and donate. Also, you can go to extra-life.org and search for Christopher Bell to donate. So the link is facebook.com/Karen Bell Piano Boy, or search extra-life.org, extra-life.org, and click on search for a player, and then search my name, Christopher Bell, common spelling. That's pretty much it. I'm going to take a break now. Oh, also, I want to mention 100% of your donations are tax deductible. And I'm playing for charity, Extra Life Charity, all this week. So make sure you send in those donations. Saturday is the actual game day, but I do mine in a full week-long tournament event, which is actually going to go a little bit longer than a week. I've already started on Sunday and should end next Sunday with a follow-up game, I believe, next Friday. So that'll be the final game next Friday. Other than that, that is it for now. I'll see you in about 25 minutes to start the second quarter. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I know I'm down 10-0. Before I take a break, though, why don't I read the first quarter stats so you can see just how exactly, because I have to make this last 3 hours, and by the looks of it, if I go too fast, this won't last 3 hours, okay? So, first quarter stats, 10-0 Dolphins, 72-55 offense Dolphins, 8-5 rushing yards Steelers, 66-47 passing yards Dolphins, 3 first downs apiece, no punt return yards, 71-0 kick return yards Steelers, 126-72 total yards Steelers, 1 turnover for the Steelers, -1 turnover margin, 0 turnovers for the Dolphins, +1 on the turnover margin. 3 for 4, 75% third down Steelers, 3 for 4, 75% Dolphins on third down, 0 for 5, 0% Steelers. Fourth down, 0 for 0, 0% Dolphins, 3 for 5, 60% Steelers. 2-point conversions, none. Red zone, 2 for 2 Dolphins, none for none Steelers. 100% Dolphins, no 0% Steelers. 1-0 red zone touchdowns Dolphins, 1-0 red zone field goals Dolphins. 1 penalty, 23 yards Dolphins, no penalties, no yards Steelers, and 9:53 to 5:07 time of possession goes to the Steelers. At this point, how they scored: Sanders with a 28-yard field goal with 3:01 to go, and Drake a 20-yard pass from Fitzpatrick, a Sanders kick with 1:43 to go. That's going to do it for that's going to do it for me for right now. The second quarter will start in about 24 or 25 minutes. So feel free to take a break. I'm going to take a break now. And I'll see you back here in about 24 to 25 minutes.
Behind the line again.
A loss of 2 yards.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender, because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The give running right, Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects. He's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big fella. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just open for number 4. On 2nd down, it's Walton. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a draw play with Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Roethlisberger now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
And And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Switzer on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions.
Now, this will test his mentally. This is going to test his mental and test his fortitude, because once
Halftime, everybody. So I'm going to read the stats. 24-7. Miami in the lead. 192 to 132 offense. Miami. 66-10 rushing yards. Miami. 122 passing yards. Miami. 8-7 first downs. 16-0 punt return yards. Steelers. 118-0 kick return yards. Steelers. 266 to 192 total yards, Steelers. 2 turnovers for the turnover margin. 8 turnovers, plus 6 on the turnover margin for Dolphins. 8 turnovers for the Steelers, -8 on the turnover, -6 on the turnover margin. 6 for 13 third downs, 46% for the Steelers, 0 for 6 Dolphins, 0%. Fourth downs, none for Miami, 3 for 5 for 60% for Pittsburgh. No two-point conversions. 3 for 3 red zone Dolphins. 0 for 1 Pittsburgh. 2-0 red zone touchdowns. 1-0 red zone field goals Dolphins. 2-0 red zone touchdowns Dolphins. 1 penalty, 23 yards Dolphins. 1 penalty, 5 yards Steelers. 16:03 to 13:57. Time of possession goes to the Dolphins. In the second quarter, we had Jasicki, 24-yard pass from Fitzpatrick, 10:23 to go. Grant, 13-yard pass from Fitzpatrick, 7:57 to go. And Dupree, return fumble for 41 yards, 6:46 to go for Pittsburgh. And that's the only score for Pittsburgh. It's 24-7. Now let's talk about Extra Life. Extra Life is a charity that gamers play games and sign up on extra-life.org to raise money for for sick kids in children's hospitals. To donate, you can go to my Extra Life page and go to extra-life.org and search Christopher Bell. My picture will show up. Or you can go to facebook.com/Karen Bell Piano Boy. It's spelled out for you on the bottom of your screen. And actually, if you go to Facebook, we scroll down a little bit, and there's a fundraisers tab in the left-hand corner of your computer screen. Just click on the fundraiser to donate. Again, this is 24-7 at the half. I'll see you in the third quarter will begin in about 55 minutes, and I'm going to take a break.
Throwing those three, you start to feel sorry for yourself.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
It got his man complete. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
52's the mic right here. Over there, right? 52's the mic. There we go.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right back to Drake.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down. Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy sod, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. A gain there of 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 24 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Vanette, 29 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They stay on the ground with Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game, they get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Conner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and I was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Leaping, and he makes the grab. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion. On 1st down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fitzpatrick now looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down. It's Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Connor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he finds Parker here, complete.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Fitzpatrick. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a... He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mark Walton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down by a field goal. 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's back to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Chris Bell back here with you for our final stats. 38-35 Dolphins, 566 to 444 offense Steelers, 116 to 19 rushing yards Dolphins, 547 to 328 passing yards Steelers, 22 to 19 first down Steelers, 19-0 punt return yards Steelers, 163 to 20 kick return yards Steelers, 748 to 464 total yards Steelers, 9 turnovers for Steelers, 3 for the Dolphins, 8 for 21 third downs Dolphins, 3 for 14 Steelers, 1 for 1 fourth downs, 5 for 10 Steelers, no 2-point conversions, 4 for 4 red zone Dolphins, 2 for 5 Steelers, 3 to 2 red zone touchdown Dolphins, 1-0 red zone field goals, 1 penalty 23 yards Dolphins, 1 penalty 5 yards Steelers, 30-01 and 29 59 time possession Dolphins. Sanders 20-yard field goal, 301. Drake 20-yard pass from Fitzpatrick. Sanders kick with 143. Second quarter, Jasicki 24-yard pass from Fitzpatrick. Sanders kick 10-23. Then Grant 13-yard pass from Fitzpatrick. Sanders kick 7-57. Then Pittsburgh, Dupree, return fumble, 41 yards, Boswell kick, 6:45. Pittsburgh, Connor, 1-yard run, Boswell kick, 9:45 in the third. Miami, Walton Jr.'s 24-yard run, Sanders kick, 1:38. And then Gentry, 21-yard pass from Roethlisberger, Boswell kick, 16 seconds. Vanette, 29-yard pass from Roethlisberger, Boswell kick, 13:03. Connor, 1-yard run, Boswell kick, 9:43. And for Miami, Walton Jr., 8-yard pass from Fitzpatrick, Sanders kick, 109. Sanders kick, 109. Okay, that's it. That's going to do it until... Okay. That's going to do it until tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night at 8:20 for the Thursday night matchup.